It's showtime now. Hello, welcome in. And I know the model's probably gonna lag pretty bad. He didn't want to do anything when I started everything up. Um, yeah. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad. It's also probably because the computer needs an update. But yeah. So hopefully this will go okay. It's probably also because I have another program open this time. And we're gonna try something, but I'm just gonna download the VOD anyway if it fails. So yeah, today we're gonna do some more of the art that I started uh, weeks and weeks ago, and we're gonna be working on coloring it today. So gonna start that. Everything should be pulled up. So switch over to this. Now you don't want to work, really? That's just my luck. Oh, there it is. Just took it a second to load. So what I'm gonna do is gonna be kind of stupid probably. I'm gonna turn it way the hell down first of all before I start doing this. But um, I'm going to try to do something. Hopefully it works this time. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. So tell me if you can. Let me know. If it's too quiet, I can bump it up. Don't hear anything? Try putting it up like this. Turn it down. Okay. Like this. This better? Perfect. Okay. So what this is in the background now is legitimately just going to be FSP doing FSP things um, while we just do some art and work on some coloring. Um, I guess the question is where to start. Slightly louder if you wanted, but when you honestly go quiet, it's perfect. Okay. Um, I'll I'll bump it up just a little bit. Let's try this. It was just a modern of it, so let's see what it was. But um, yeah. Okay. Question is, where do we start on coloring? Um, guess we could start with the background and work our way to the infuriating part. Um, or do we get the infuriating part out of the way? Hello, Julie. Welcome in, welcome in. We are doing had to read so many rules. There's a lot going on with our system. That's why there's a lot of rules. It's pretty specific to us. We understand. We're gonna probably shorten it eventually into the simple ones and then read the full list before you do anything at the bottom down in our rules section. But yeah, I'm glad to have you here. So yeah, they're in the about. Yeah, we're gonna probably put a shortened version up top like just the basic ones. But yeah. Where do you think we should start, baby? I try not to scan, forgot most of them. I do the same thing. Do not worry. So, where do you want me to start? Should we start with like the infuriating part or what? Because if we start with the infuriating part, I can grab references and use those for color match. Infuriating, get it out of the way. Sounds good to me. So, what we're gonna do? New layer. When I can do this. There we go. Now, um, what are our pronouns? We currently are he, him. I am one of the male personalities, but he, him is usually the safest bet for us. Um, I'm gonna do this the smart way. Might I ask your pronouns since that may be something I need to do, just to be sure. I try to be inclusive here. I might not remember the first few times I see you, but eventually I will remember. She, they. Okay. Julie or Furval. That's fair. Uh, yeah, okay. So, who do we start with? Do we start with Mlem or do we start with Lucy? Yes. Yep. Purely Ariuma or Ari. Mlem. Start with the Mlem. That lets me know which folder to go into. Okay, Malim. So, if it's not clear, today we are working on fan art for FSPEN's groups Ravenous and Evelyn, and we are currently working on. I'll try to remember that. um, this is probably gonna go horribly, but as new layer. Yeah, there we go. Right, so this is Malem. Malem is the one who is the fire genie of Avalon, of Ravenous. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Lucy at the moment. I'm trying to remember whether Lucy or Malem was the harder one, and I think it's Malem. So right now we have the Malem. Um, and Mlem is going to be very difficult, obviously, because he has the weird shading things. Getting that Sidros stuff too, don't know what. It's up to you. Like, it's whatever is currently your passion project. Art is one of those things that you can't decide what to do until the moment strikes you. But now, here is the Mlem reference. And I'm going to use this as color reference. So right now we are going to continue making the animation you started today. There you go. That's something to do. We are going to try to do an animatic ourselves, but currently that's not going too well. Now we need this tool. And then this is, oh nice, yeah. The tweening is awful. What, I'm not sure what the tweening is. I've never done any animations or animatics. I'll just drop this down. Okay, that's Melon's main skin color. We will work on the shading in a little bit. Now, this is going to be where this gets annoying. Because there's going to be so many layers. Oops. Lem color. Doing full color frame up, frame by frame is painful, so I kind of have to do tweening. I still don't know that term, so that's going to be something I would have to ask you. What did I do? I just flipped it this, right? What? Okay, hold on. Let me... That I'm doing this, it is, so... There. I don't know what I did. Thankfully, the full color part should be simple. Keyword shit. What did I do then? Unfortunately, this is like my first time ever using programs like this. So me trying to figure out what I did when I flipped this. Maybe I should simplify it even on the master scale. It's up to you. It's what you think you can handle. What did I do? Ah, never mind. I see what I'm doing wrong. Let me do this because I'm pretty sure I need to. Dark side of animation meme, I don't know if you've heard it. I have not. I have not. Okay. Can somebody explain to me what I did wrong? Because this is not doing what I'm telling it to. Okay, never mind, I figured it out. Usually for things with complex motions, I do a technique I call the only color the outline. Okay. Okay, so I just did something stupid, that's all. They say take one or two colors important to the characters and draw them in that color. Saves a lot of time. Ah, okay. That makes sense. No, no need. Lemon color. Now. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start in on this. Okay, why is it doing that? It should be under the Milan line art, that's why. No? That's why. Not that one, this one. Yeah, there we go. My former main character is heavily associated with the color blue, so I draw him in blue and leave him in it. Okay. That makes sense. Where is my... There it is. It may not be exactly what I'm used to, but I can deal with it. I have a stylus that I usually use, but I don't know where it is right now. It's much bigger and much heavier. No need to color. Because the paint bucket tool is painful. Yes, I would agree with you. Me and paint bucket in this do not get along either. Because the paint bucket does not want to work. If there's even one small, simple little how do I phrase it? One thing where it's not a solid line, it immediately says, oh, I can pass through that, and the next thing you know, the entire background is also completely that color as well. Why are you not opacity 100? I know, right? Yeah. You'll have to forgive me, by the way. I'm still brand new to doing digital art. It's so annoying. Yeah. Digital is not my friend. I am much more a traditional artist, but thanks to uh, a member of FSP, the one who I am our system's version of, gave me the confidence to actually try to do this digitally. That's what I thought. I need to stop where I was. Then you have to find a gap, then you have to fill a gap. Yeah, that's why I don't even bother with it. I just I just go this simple way, which should be the paint bucket, but it's not. It's freehand. Since I did not leave a line there for Milan, I'm going to um I'm going to assume I intended it to be maybe. Give me this. I need this real quick. Okay. Alright, he has a bit of a wing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually undo this. Make this a little bigger. Gonna go with that for now. I hate drawing the wings, honestly. Like actual wings on a character, or are you talking about like wings on an eye, like what I'm doing now? She being a wine man. Is it because of naive? Ooh, well done. Yeah, okay. Color, not the actual. The kind on the back. Okay, yeah. We're not good at drawing those either. We've drawn a couple of them, but they always yeah, like actual wings. They are very difficult to draw. The feathers especially drive us up a wall, which, fun fact, our system is completely, like all of us, allergic to. The oils in them will just cause ear infections with us. This shape for me, I can only draw folded wings. For me, the basic shape isn't as hard as the feathers. The layering on those are very difficult. Then again, everything layered is difficult for me. Speaking about this, baby, I will warn you, I have some of their covers, obviously, and Daddy Daddy Do is one of them. I have I have Roscoe, Gale, and Cass being stupid with Daddy Daddy Do. But at least it's Yakami. I don't get me started on Tone Wings like the one on my Fallen Angel character. I've drawn a Fallen Angel before, not me as a personality, but we have a Fallen Angel character, and he's become one of our personalities. The only highlight. Yeah, the pirate kind of isn't the highlight for you. The elf is my Kami, and then Roscoe is you, the little Stinson. The thing about that Fallen Angel, by the way, he has only been able to draw his wings once. We've only tried to draw him once, and he has chains on his wings. I don't know if Baby remembers him, but if she does, it was a part of a story called Hollow Be Thy Name. He was called the Hollow Angel instead of the Hallowed Angel. Not the chains. Well, the funny thing for me is I do like drawing the chains because I like the tedium. But to anyone who does not like drawing chains, I am so, so sorry. And I'm going to do something with my model, and then I'm going to probably hate that I've done it. Um, as you can see, I have chains on my hips. Like once the little model goes up enough. There we go. Yeah, he has chains. I have a chain belt. Yeah, so I apologize for any and all who try to draw art for my character. Oof. Ah, Zanny. Oop, a little bit wild there. Not trying to. I do have a cool design. Quick quirk for characters of mine. Ah. I have a request whenever you have time. Sure, what is it? Anything for you. What is your request? Firewall. I shall do firewall. I shall absolutely do firewall. Firewall shall be done. God characters have 4 pointed stars for pupils. Oh, that's actually a really really cool quirk. Quick question though, what did you want for firewall for us? What exactly were you thinking? To also explain, firewall, motherfucker, I don't know. Firewall is me and my wife's ship name because I am a humanoid, meaning I have android systems within me. One of those is computer uh, elements to my brain, which is now basically a data center. And she is a bounty huntress from deep space. So fire is also something that would account for a gun, and like firewall is literally what would be computer. So it's a pun on both of us. My persona is an Eevee hybrid. Okay. Um, for me, I don't think we do like persona things. I am personally a personality with an anti-ID system. And I am, as I said, our version of Altus and Doji from FSP, which is kind of why I started doing these to begin. Of course, our Malum decided to write fanfiction to go with it. Which he is now scared to have found out the actual Malum has a folder for fanfics on Twitter. You can have fun with that knowledge. Because he knows Malum has seen my drawings. And if Malum has seen the drawings with the fanfics attached, there's a chance, a very, very small one, that it has wound up in Malum's folder. Made her a goddess to boost my self-esteem. That's actually a nice little way to do that. Also a goddess, but only sometimes. Our um our VTuber model as well is also a personality. He has become part of our system. He has become part of who we are. There's also not a lot of music on this thing, so that's why it stopped playing for a second, I believe. I believe Zanny might have been the last one. And it needs to be started over. I can do so. Unless it just broke. It might have just broken. Makes sense because the creator of these characters, I control every one of their actions. I'm literally the god. Yeah, I suppose that's one hell of a way to look at it. If everything just broke, I'm sorry. We will fix this as best we can. Yes, save the changes to that playlist because why not? And then reopen the player. That's another thing you're going to learn very quickly about our streams. Um, Scuff is part of it. In one of my books, my persona, who we'll refer to as author because that's the nickname, she delivers the epic lines and obliterates the villain. Fair enough. This is not your story, Abyss, it's mine. That's a good ending line. Honestly, if you can deliver a good one-liner, that's honestly the sign of a good writer. Kind of like, I know we go back to Epic a lot, but um, Epic the musical did it really well with Poseidon asking, with everything you've done, how will you sleep at night? Odysseus just tells him, next to my wife. Because that was his entire point, was to get home to his wife. OMG Epic the Musical. Yeah, we actually did a karaoke for it a couple weeks, about a month ago. And we have to redo the second half, unfortunately, because it was not working properly. We're planning on doing that again soon, but yeah, you love Epic the Musical. Good to know we have found a fellow Winion. Favorite song though? What's yours? Because my wife and I each have one of our own. And I'm curious what yours are. Wrote an entire essay about it for school. Hopefully, it wasn't supposed to be about the Odyssey. Jorge has warned people of that. Wouldn't you like? A fellow Hermes lover. Okay. Ours is legendary. Telemachus is our boy. And I believe hers are both wouldn't you like and dangerous. Like she can't choose between the two because she loves Hermes. But perhaps maybe you could make it for part two of the karaoke, or technically part two and a half, of us trying to do it correctly. We do have part one up on our VOD channel, which has Wouldn't You Like, but it's specifically the intro to 600 Strike. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, there's a lot of good songs in like the second half too, but 600 Strike is one of the ones that get underrated. No, it just broke. Okay, that's what it did. But yeah, hopefully maybe you could come back for the karaoke on that one, because we do plan on doing that. And eventually we're going to do covers of them all. But we do have a lot of personalities from it. Aeolus's motif mixing with this year's selected guitar. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You'd love to join? Cool. We'll have somebody else to come and listen. Like I said, we have part one up on our VOD channel. It messed up halfway through Wouldn't You Like, and he took a second to try to fix it. We do have a lot of personalities from Epic. We have pretty much all of them that we would need for. There we go. And this is Baby's favorite song from Roscoe, by the way. So, back to the art. But we do have the VOD up, and it had a lot of scuff because we didn't realize that there was audio bleed from the headphones, which caused our mic to dip a lot. And we have a plan for it because she has a mic now, and we're going to ask to borrow that to separate the audio from the playback device. But yeah, we'll be starting with Suffering when we do part 2. We literally got halfway through the musical, and it was like 1 in the morning. But I know I cannot hit Athena's notes. Our Athena has trouble with confidence. She can hit the notes, but she can't do it comfortably. Like, not confidently, I should say. Can sing Suffering solo. We do Suffering solo too, because we have both. Well, we don't have Penelope do that part. She does not sing as Siren Penelope, because they are only facsimiles of Penelope. They're not the real Penelope. So our hostess, actually, Sona, she does any facsimile of Penelope as our Siren Senna, as we call her. She's a mimic in some ways. She can mimic a lot of the girl voices. She does Aphrodite, she does Hera, she does Scylla, and she does pretty well with all of them. But for Suffering, it's Sona and our Odysseus personality. Learned how after Jay explained. Yeah, it always lines up with the sirens, yeah. Like, I can take the Suffering from you and then immediately into, you know that I would die or something like that. And I'm not Odysseus brained, I can't. Stuff like that. But like, ooh, for you I would die instead of like you and stuff like that. It always makes sense. Whereas if you look to him and our Penelope trying to do Would You Fall in Love with Me Again, it's very, very difficult for them to switch parts at the very, very end. Penelope just takes the control for it. He doesn't do the Penelope in the middle of the whole thing anymore. He just lets her do it. I could record it so I can show how I do it. It's up to you. It's if you have that confidence. We actually had to basically talk our Odysseus down from the ledge when he first tried to start the whole process of Epic the Musical. Horse and the Infant used to scare him terribly because it was so nerve-wracking of a song to start with for him. Would You Fall in Love with Me Again? Nice. Is a duet for you guys. In the car, it is a duet between our Odysseus and our wife. Before he asked no. I just saw that. I'm going to assume that means Odysseus. I'm going to assume you're telling Odysseus, no, I am not going to do it live with you on stream. But yeah. He does keep asking her to start the second one with him. Because he does if he's out in control to be the one at work, he will always ask to put on. Model's probably gonna freak out, but he'll either ask to put on Suffering or Would You Fall in Love with Me again, and he will ask her to sing with him. That's why this is weird. Okay, it's the Lucy solo one. Okay, I was curious as to why this sounded weird. It's the Lucy and Linares solo version of Crossing Fates. It's up to you if you want to. There should be a real life media tag in my Discord as well if you wanted to post it there, or if you wanted to post it somewhere else and then just put the link there. It is up to you. I also do hear the ma'am. The ma'am is a whining. I'm gonna record it. Take time. Whew. Follow so I can come. Thank you for the follow then. My brain did not follow what I was doing. Okay. Good God. What is wrong with my brain? Also, just an FYI, I'm doing this with a migraine, so that might be why my brain is foggy. I'm trying to think of what we could do for firewall, in all honesty. Maybe just start with something simple like cuddle time. And then work our way up to the crazier things. The more I do this, the more I realize this is going to take several streams for the color on one drawing. Go back. Walk back. That was quick, actually. Yeah, I might do like cuddles for like what I start with firewall, and then see where I can go from there. I have a feeling I'm going to like doing firewall art a lot. Forgot the lyrics first time I had to re-record it. Fair enough. We practiced it at work a lot. We just get bored and we start singing. I keep trying to make sure that I'm on the right layer because my brain keeps telling me, did I switch layers somehow? The PTSD on that for Asriel is real. When he tried to redesign Telemachus as modern day for the animatic. Hopefully the music's still at a good volume. I never thought about it, but I know some songs might be louder than others. I love that they gave Zanny more lines. Can I get Discord link? I can try to do that real quick. Unless my baby has it. Let me grab this. I finish this little area up. You got it? Okay. Uh, the one where Gail says 3, very weird. It still trips me out every time he says that. I think something else that's going to be infuriating is going to be not just color matching, but color picking. Um, for instance, we have the idea of it starting with an orange top of his shirt for Malin. Or should I say I have this idea. And it goes into an umber to a dark red. But I don't know what I want to do for Lucy's outfit at all. The more I think about it, the more I don't think he would wear Cat's hat. I don't know why. Not sure. It might be that the email verification. I'm not sure because general should be fine. If it's the settings for that specific tab, I might have to edit things. Daddy Daddy is quiet. It's fine. um, Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I wonder how long ago it was that I started this. So I did intend to come back to it. I just don't know how long it's been. Reopen the tab, still can't shut. I don't know. It might be something on my end on that. I'll have to check it after stream. Careful of that tattoo. Yeah, like I said, it might be something I did in the settings where it's like not quite set for everyone to talk. It could be a verified email issue, but if it's not that, it's probably just that I didn't set it correctly in that specific channel. Yeah, I'll check that out to stream. So as I'd said before, I finally realized how long this might actually take me just to color one picture. Especially with color matching being the easy part of this, and the shading is going to be the part that drives me ball. Uh, I'd prefer it not to be in this chat. Because it's not going to be something I check on stream. It's something I'll have to check after stream. Uh, Discord's verified. Yeah, that's one of the things that stopped one of our friends from talking in some of the channels. Uh, I like it when I see that I went outside the line. It makes it a little easier for me later. You think, yeah? Mm -hmm. And we are right back to Roscoe. I think the only thing I tried to do with this playlist was I put Malin and Lucy together. But this is probably our favorite cover from FSP. This and Backdraft are right next to each other, but Roscoe just kind of hit this one out of the park for us, though. Okay, so now we need to go to his pen. I think this is going to be a big thing for me of my emails looking. Oh, ooh, okay. Lucy lineup needs to go up here too. And BG lineup needs to go up here too. About the colors. Yeah, because now I don't go with Lucy's lineup. I'll also admit that this has pulled some of us to almost in front. Oh, I think I know what I left off the list. I forgot my own Kamiyoshi song. Whoops. Well, many, many more will be on the list next time. Yeah, yesterday isn't even on here either. Good. Let me look at something. the wrong note, so voice got strained will jump at the same time. Ah. Us being transmask, it's kind of simple for us to hit some of those notes. Um, Voice really low, get back to normal. Ah, okay. Then we'll definitely have stops. We don't do for free. Not around here. It hurt. Then don't do that. That's one things that I would say as somebody who has an associate in music. Don't strain your voice just for a song. Well, I take that advice? No. But um we also have a kind of unique voice type because we trained ourselves to go lower when we started socially transitioning as trans mass, which is why we can do Odysseus really easily now. But we can also do Penelope, we can do Athena. Um, and to be honest, Penelope, ours tries to belt and she can do it pretty well. Thankfully, only did the last 30 seconds. Ah, okay. Um, this is going a little bit smoother than I intended for it to, as far as this part goes. So, because this I know is going to change your role to an EOE code. Okay. Ah, okay. That's what it was. Needed to be an EOE code. Okay. And if you're curious, an EOE code is the name of those who are here because um, as part of the Android system in my brain, anything that makes me an emotional mess, in a sense, like a really strong emotion, for instance, in extreme happiness or sadness or stuff like that, it will produce an error code because my brain does not know how to handle it, which is an emotional overload error code, which is an EOE code. And each time you guys are in my chat, it creates a brand new one for yourself, but if you come back, that same error code pops up. So you've created your very own unique EOE code in me. And I want to have as many of those as I can because it means I'm making people happy. We're going to start with the basic colors first. So next I'm gonna work on his hair because I know this is decent of it. Nice. I will check on that at the stream. And at the moment, I will drive myself up the wall with Lem's hair. Decent at singing. Good. We always say that we're not, even though we have an associate's in music. We don't think we're that good. We just have somewhat of, like, certain personalities have guts. Ruthlessness School Talent Show, nobody reported it. Ah. Lem. Yeah. Me. FYI, I'm doing this with a trackpad on my finger. Only take pictures. Singing can't hear pictures. When we were in college, we always did solos for every school show. So we did a lot of them, including Every Heart from Inuyasha. Okay, I'm getting a little impatient, so I'm gonna up the bit. So this is going to be the base, and then we will add the shadows and stuff later, and the way it goes to the dark at the end. Okay, I can't get impatient. Got it. Because that's out of line. Okay. Uh-huh. But yeah, we tried to do all of the we tried to do all of the solos we could. We even did a K-pop song at one of them. My grandma got a recording Dream Your Dream. I think I know that one by name. Somehow my most popular video. Huh. I think for me it's probably a model debut. Oh, FNAF 4. I don't think I've heard that one. I think it might be one of the only ones I haven't heard, unless it's... Who's the artist? Because I listen to a lot of Living Tombstone for FNAF music. Five Nights at Freddy's is a favorite game. Try Hard Ninja. Okay, I don't listen to their songs. They're not one I listen to a lot. I've heard some of them, but I've not listened to them. Um, I've listened to Doko and Living Tombstone mostly. I think a favorite. I don't know if we have a favorite for it. If anything, it's probably the first one. One of these days, we still have to have Foxy play Five Nights at Freddy's. Our version of Foxy is named Alex Turan. We gave him a human form a long, long time ago. We started giving them human forms when 2 came out, I believe. Honestly, we want to play all of the games on stream eventually, but we don't know how well it's gonna go. I didn't even think I just did. Oops. Fantasy, they'll be seeing me soon. No, that's good. No, I don't know that one, unfortunately. That one I did on purpose. Five Nights at Freddy's is definitely one of those that there's a lot of fan stuff. And if you know the same ones, you become friends pretty quick. But if you don't, usually you wind up introducing people and you still become friends pretty quick. As long as you're not part of the toxic parts of the fandom. Honestly, I should probably just focus on the outline and then fill in the big parts with the bigger brush. But I never claimed that I was a smart Oni. I'm trying not to look in as much this terrain because the last time I know I went quiet for a good long time every once in a while. I will call it out that Azrael is still very, very, very annoyed with me. That it's not my preferred stylus, but I can still use it. Whereas he cannot use styluses at all. He hates them. At least a trackpad. If we ever get like a drawing tablet, it might be different. But for now. Nobody noticed I was dressed like that crying child during it. Ah. Commitment to the bit. I appreciate that. Not gonna lie though, this is the most we have listened to Nayu's cover of Black Rock Shooter. We listened to it once and then kind of forgot we had the song on our phone. Bring Freddy Flush, but Mom House at the. Ah, okay. Yuri does. Ah, gotcha. We have a few Five Nights at Freddy's plushies. We also had the dog tags for some of them, and a couple of the keychains. I guess the Five Nights at Freddy's is kind of our biggest game that we absolutely fell in love with at the very beginning. We've been with that game since it started. And it's still very much a big part of what we love. Even though it's not in the hands of Scott anymore. It got very confusing with the lore and everything, and then all of the things that happened, but in essence, this location, nice. We started watching with, I believe, Markiplier and others around that same time. And we started playing as soon as we could, but it was a while later. The game terrified us, and honestly, Foxy terrified us the most because he was the most animated out of them all, I think. I think that was why. But he was also the most non-threatening in his animation of peeking in the door rather than jumping at you. My lore is getting more confusing with FNAF lore, and I don't know if I should be proud or concerned. So, right now, my lore is very simple because I don't remember much of anything. If someday I do remember it, who knows, it might be complicated as all hell, but right now, We don't remember anything. Sakuri can explain it better than I can, but that's only if he wants to come forward. I don't mind coming forward. To explain a little bit about me, I'm a humanoid. As he said earlier, I don't remember anything about my actual human life, as in before I became humanoid. I Everything I know about it, I know from Hyung, who is the one who created humanoids as we know them and saved my life. I apparently was on a bridge and watched a little kid playing on the ice and ended up trying to help him when he fell in. But I ended up going in too, and turns out I can't swim. So I ended up nearly drowning. And the only way he could save me was to turn me into a humanoid. And there will be more in a lore video on this. But as it stands, that's the only thing I know of my human life. And that's, again, all because he saw me. He saw what happened. That's it. And as far as what happened when I woke up as a humanoid, it's been chaos. Who am I? What am I? I never felt right one way or the other being a male or a female. Never knew why. So I'm gender fluid. And there's been some crises and crises? I don't know. Point is, things have gone both sideways and up, and a couple steps down. But I'm still here. And I'm still fighting. So yeah. That's my lore as it stands. For the simplified. I'll step back so Altus can lock in and focus. Yeah, fine, Sakuri. So many AUs, a book entirely made up story that partially canon didn't happen, but main characters handles them. Uh, huh. That's crazy. Don't know how to react to that. To what, Sakuri? I mean, I guess you could kind of say he has a scar as well. A red eye is actually from something my lore. Well, Sakuri's lore, I should say, but all lore too, yeah. Yeah. He's had a bit of a rough go, but our red eye even is from something that happened. It was not the smartest thing he's done, and it was to not trigger anyone for anything for obvious reasons. He tried to shut himself down, I'll put it that way, and the attempt left him with an error, and it's why his eye is busted. He could get it fixed, Hyung could easily fix it, but he leaves it as a reminder of, hey, things may be bad, but don't do anything that's stupid ever again. He doesn't really like talking about that part of it, but honestly, it's important to talk about because it shows, hey, a lot of people have been through a lot, and you don't have to feel like you're the only one. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to not be okay. There's bits and pieces of the A's has scars. They didn't actually happen canonically. Okay. So it's timeline shenanigans without it being timeline shenanigans. Means fewer than a cannon, but honestly, that makes me think of the Striders and the timeline shenanigans. Now, Zanny, are you going to break the music player again? I don't know if anyone else has noticed with the Mulam part that I'm doing right now, but this feels weird to me. The more I look at the hair, it looks so wrong. Too bright. I really do like this song by Zanny. I'm glad he did a solo song. However, I think we might be waiting longer than Penelope for Gale to do a solo song. Other than a cover. Ah, now I know the other one is that I forgot to put in the playlist. Yeah. There's a lot of things that our lore has that we haven't really touched on just talking about it. Understand book garden, you need to... okay. So you have a lot of love for this. We have one thing that we're working on quite a bit, but it's not going well, I'll say that. Yeah, I think Zanny broke the thing again. So some one shots of him still have some kind of... Okay. Huh. Alright, so Zanny, you broke the player again. I might just have to take that one out of there until I can fix that track. I wondered if it was going to break it because the player literally does not have a time on that one. And it's the only one that doesn't have time on. But for now, while it's loading, I will continue to work on the MLM. Um, if I'm being honest, this entire series is going to get very difficult, and it's probably going to have to be a thing we do more often if we want to finish it within a couple of years. Hmm. We always do complicated things in books or stories that we write, but they're usually very, very similar themes. Honestly, one of the longest things we've worked on recently would probably actually be this series. Malum wrote 13 chapters technically. Some of them are like 5A, 5B kind of thing, but it ended up with 13 drawings in the set, and he wrote a small chapter for each. Although I kind of did mess him up on some of them. I made artistic choices that he then had to explain in a fanfic format. However, the longest thing I think we've ever written is where our host comes from, and I'm not going to go too much into that. But let's say it was several hundred pages of text. Hmm. Fury and Guts? Okay. I think Zanny broke the play it good this time. It might be just as well I'll have to wrap up before too long, as I have work in the morning, unfortunately. Hello, Akanto. Welcome in, welcome in. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing this with a migraine, so it's a little difficult, but I think the most infuriating part is the music player that I have is deciding halfway to work. Okay, that's there, and I will delete that when it works. Mm. How are you doing tonight, though, Kanto? It's always good to see you back in our streams. Okay, it crashed it. Good. Playing some Silksong? We were watching somebody play uh Basic Hollow Knight before. It was his first time playing. Three guests to I don't know. I honestly don't know. Um Honestly the Hollow Knight seems like a fun game. I just don't know if I would have the patience for it. Playing both at the moment? Ooh. Try oh good luck 100% thing. Doesn't seem like a game that's gonna be easy to 100%. Oops. Did not mean to erase. Ah. Okay. I see. It is your character's law, so that makes sense. Feel like you'd enjoy. From what we've seen, it seems like fun. But I will warn you, platforming is not my friend. Platforming is one that if we get it, we get it. If we don't, I could be there an hour. Platforming is no one's friend. I suppose you're right. But I do know that I've also helped out Arima with a particularly annoying platforming segment in one of those Super Mario Brothers recently. She hated the timing puzzle on it, and it took me a good long while to get it, but finally managed it for her. Why am I being cautious? I've done the main things, I can just do this. How is Hollow Knight and Silksong going there? Hopefully they're treating you well. Yeah, I think the music player is working for good this time. Until I fix it. I'll get a better one. One of the two. If anyone is curious, the music player I am using is very, very outdated, I'm well aware. Does anyone remember Windows Media Player? Because I had the legacy version of it. Okay, so this is the basics for Malam's hair. We will do the tattoo next. Ah, okay, so it is very, very faded. Okay. Hollow Knight is great old classic Metroidvania fun, and Silksong is just got started. No opinion formed just yet. The videos are great. Okay, as long as you're having fun with it. Looked into Media Player Classic. I didn't know there was a classic version. I was only aware of the legacy version. I might have to. Okay. Then drip this down. See if I write better with second party software that's designed to be a new updated media player. Ooh, okay, I will look into that. Lem tattoo. Okay. Now Mlem's tattoo I can work on real quick. I should be able to finish this, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. This is now going to this and yeah. If you see the little cat thing appear on screen, it's because I'm messing with the media player. Move my headphones for a second. Linked it in general chat with a ping for you so you can check it out. Much appreciated. Because if it works better than the legacy one, I will definitely be using it. It seems like this one's finally about to bite the dust. Okay, one half of the tattoo done. And then this is now something else I do probably need to mention is that this is a 10-year-old laptop, which is also why it probably is not handling streaming well with it. A wild idiom appeared. Unfortunately, no Pokeball in any existence can catch this one, because she's already mine. Fuck your master balls. Okay, I'm going to move my headset a little bit. Let me know if you can still hear me. Because I'm hoping you can. Got so many redeems for you guys to try tomorrow. I'm super excited. Yes, she is very excited. She was playing with the redeems for several hours tonight. Um, oh, fun. I'll be on about 5:45 my time. Uh, I think we'll probably be going live our usual time, so if that gives you any indication, we should be on by that. Yeah, we should be well into it and hopefully past the scuff. So I need the Milam reference sheet because I need his eye color. Milam does have beautiful eyes. Main color, I'm going to go with this orange. And then we'll do yellow as the highlight later. And the dark orange up top as the shadow. So, past the scuff. Yeah, okay. So, I guess there is no past any scuff in this. Okay, yeah, it's definitely Zanny's song that broke it. It's not a firewall stream. That is not a firewall stream. But right now, if you can see the cat cursor, it lags when I try to get it to go to cold wrists as a file. And it's like, nah, no thank you. I'm not gonna click on it. I'm not gonna do anything with it. Okay, so what I need to do. First of all, where am I? Okay, so over here. Now, she has also asked me to do firewall art, so I eventually will be doing that. Um, I want couple art, damn it. Yes, we will make couple art for you. Like I said, we might start with just like cozy little cuddles for it, but eventually go to like bigger things. Wink wonk. But that would be art for only us. You can still hear me pretty well, correct? At least I'm hoping. A little quiet but good. Okay, I will move the mic a little closer to me. The reason I ask is because I moved my headset completely off to rest around my neck. As I said earlier in the stream, I'm actually dealing with this with a migraine, and the pressure was actually getting to me. The pressure of the headphones was actually getting to me. So hopefully I'm a bit louder now, because I moved the mic a little closer. But now that I have the headset off, I can hear the man whining so much. She's been whining like that for an hour. Ugh, sheesh. Why is she whining? She's staring at the, like my door, like the one leading to me. All right. Yeah. Why? If she ever tries to stay in here with me, she wants out. Um, I guess we can. Oh, never mind. I did forget something. Probably because it's 10. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. I'll finish up the hair and then I will call it for the night because I definitely need sleep. I'm very tired, but not mentally. I can feel my body trying to tell me, look, you are in pain. And the reason is because you don't rest. Okay. One quick little fix. Alright. Now, let's take a look at what we've gotten done today. Not a lot, but that's because a good part of it was me trying to figure out stuff and doing like little corners. We didn't go to bed until like it was 5 a.m. It was 5 a.m. last night. I remember it was definitely 5. Because when we laid down, we were like, if we were working tomorrow, we'd only get an hour of sleep right now. So this is what we got done. If I get rid of the background, this is how it's looking. So I think we're doing okay. And we will be continuing this whenever I can, honestly. So for now, we are going to call it and we will be doing what we can. Jag inte to for him. Is he still alive? Our friend though? Because if he is, I'm going to raid him. I'm setting it up now. Yes, okay. Yeah, no, we didn't sleep until 5. We didn't go to bed until 5. Um, I'll put this back on for a bit to finish up what I'm doing. Alright, now. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this though. I'm super happy with how things are going so far, knock on wood, and I will definitely be wanting to come back to this as soon as I can. Um, I don't know when we'll be able to come back to it because it's probably not going to be an every Sunday thing because the Sundays we want to just do random things. But yeah, for now, we are going to send you over to somebody we've recently met, and he's just the coolest and cutest little bean and adorable. So we're going to send you to Novik, and we are going to hopefully you guys will know to read his rules and to be nice to him He's my bestie. Yes, he is a lot like Hannah in so many ways. Yeah. So I'm gonna send you guys to him, and I will see you guys next time. I send all of the best to every one of you. Bye, guys.